What is up, fight fans? Welcome back to Picking a Fight. I'm Latch.
I'm Jeff.
And today we're going to be looking at UFC Fight Night Kattar versus Emmett. We're going to be looking at the main event. But before we get started, don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you haven't. We put out videos for almost every fight night and pay-per-view. So if you're looking for content like this, go ahead and join us. And yeah, let's get right into it.
All right, so we got Calvin, the Boston finisher, Kattar. His record is 23 wins, 5 losses. He is 34 years of age. He's 5'11". He has a 72-inch reach. His last 2 fights were a win against Giga Chikadze and a loss against Max Holloway. Then on the other end, we have Josh Emmett, whose record is 17 wins, 2 losses. Age of 37, 5'6", 70-inch reach. And his last 2 bouts are back-to-back wins against Dan Ige and Shane Burgos. What you think, Latch?
I think this is a really good matchup, man. When this was announced, I was so hyped. I like these guys a lot. Both guys are finishers. Are really good strikers, got wrestling backgrounds. They're very similar in that aspect. And yeah, both exciting fighters. Number 4 ranked Calvin Kattar. He's actually a minus 225 favorite over the number 7 ranked Josh Emmett at plus 185. And I agree with the odds. You know, Calvin Kattar, he's a more traditional boxing stance type of fighter, type of striker, you know. But he's very versatile. You know, we saw in his last fight against Giga, he's willing to throw punches, kicks, knees, elbow, whatever. You know, he's able to throw everything. He has such a variety of punches. But he does love his boxing. I think his strength is in the combinations. When he gets his combinations going, man, he has been known to be a slow starter. This is going to be a 5-round fight, so we might see a slow Kattar in the first round. He does have a background in wrestling, so I don't think Josh Emmett's wrestling will really deter Kattar from his game plan. But he barely goes to it on the offensive, but he's been, you know, mixing it up a little better as of late, which I think is a good plan, especially because, I mean, he hasn't looked bad on the ground or wrestling. So while Josh Emmett's a little more the opposite, you know, he's going to be the shorter guy. So he fights with a super wide style. And funny enough, both guys' styles are that wide style and then that Calvin Kattar's more boxing stance style. Both guys are susceptible to the leg kicks. Yeah, but I just think Kattar is just better with the striking. I think Emmett will look to wrestle as he's really strong there. And I think he is the better wrestler, but I think Kattar will be able to hold him off. He's the better striker. So I think once he gets combinations thrown, it'll be for too much for Emmett, especially because Emmett, he gets in this habit of throwing in singles and doubles where he'll only throw 1 or 2 punches at a time. And I think if he lets Kattar with the range advantage, with the reach advantage, get his combinations going, I think it's going to be a pretty rough night for Josh Emmett. Yeah, I actually have Kattar by decision. I think this is going to be a much slower fight than people expect it to be. I think this is going to be similar to when Kattar fought Dan Ige, where he was a shorter fighter with a lot of power. You know, I give Emmett a lot of credit. I think he's too tough for Kattar to finish, but I think Kattar just has too many weapons to hurt him with, especially a shorter fighter. You know, he's really good with the knees and stuff. So yeah, I got Kattar by decision. But what do you think, Jeff?
I think the same thing. I also got Calvin Kattar winning by decision. Well, I just think it's going to be like similar to the Giga thing. You know, the contender is up there. He's trying to take his spot. And he's going to be like, oh, get back down there, boy.
Hey, bro. You know? Send him back to the prelims.
Josh Emmett's a good fighter, but I just think Calvin Kattar's too good. I think he's just going to prove that again, like what he did with Giga. I mean, Giga's a completely different fighter, though. I mean, that dude likes to use his kicks more than he does his punches and grappling. So Josh Emmett, he's gonna look to close the distance, but I don't know. I just think he's gonna have a really hard time with that. I think, especially with Kattar throwing all these elbows from different, you know, like he might just do a step in elbow once he tries to close the distance or something. Something he did similar to Jeremy Stevens. Yeah, I mean, I actually think if they were to like brawl for some reason, I think Josh Emmett would probably have the advantage, like the power advantage. I think.
Yeah, I think so. Like, even though Kattar's a lot taller, he only has a 2-inch reach advantage. But that the height actually matters because, I mean, Kattar likes to fade out as a defense. You know, he likes to fade out. And, I mean, when you're just tall, I mean, you could just lean back, you know. Yeah. Like you're out of Sonya, you know, and get out of range. I mean, in terms of power, I think Emmett for sure does have the power. I mean, he got some dynamite in his hands for real, man.
I mean, both these guys have fought pretty good guys. I mean, they both fought Jeremy Stevens, and that was a while ago. So when he was like actually,
when he was still in the UFC days,
oh yeah, he was winning. I think around that time.
Well, Emmett lost to Jeremy Stevens.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Calvin Kattar finished Jeremy Stevens.
Yeah, but both these guys, I mean, they fought top 15 guys.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm not trying to discredit them, but they have fought good guys. Both have fought good guys. You know, both guys beat Shane Burgos. Yeah. Calvin Kattar finished him, but Emmett beat him on literally one leg because he tore his knee Both
Yeah.
guys beat Danige, another good guy, I think. Both beat him by decision.
I mean, both these guys, prove that they belong to be up there.
Yeah,
it's
for
just,
sure.
what did you say Kattar was ranked? He's like 3 or something.
He's number 4.
Yeah, he's 4, and Emmett 7, right?
Yeah, so he's trying to jump through.
Yeah, and I just don't know. I mean, Josh Emmett, I just don't think it's his time yet. Maybe a couple more fights, he'll probably get up there. But you never know. I think Kattar has made a stamp, that he belongs up there, top 5.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, he got schooled by Max Holloway. Yeah, and then he put Kika Chikadze down to solidify, his next title shot if he wins this one and something. You never know if Volkanovski wins again for the 3rd time.
Yeah, maybe.
I do think Kattar would probably have to fight Holloway again. But yeah, we both got Calvin Kattar by. Well, you have him by TKO.
No, I have him by decision.
Oh yeah, we both have him by decision.
Yes, sir. We just think he's the better striker. We do think Emmett has a lot of power, but I mean, Kattar has proven his durability and his skills. He's been able to show off his striking against guys like Giga. I mean, he didn't lose to Max, but Max has proven that he's literally 1B of the division. Obviously, Volkanovski's 1A, and Max is 1B. They're heads and shoulders above these guys as of right now. But Kattar has looked good. We just think he's going to be better on this night. Kattar has a good jab, and we will be seeing it, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah. I mean, we both got Kattar by decision. We think he's just a better striker and the better fighter for as of right now. So let us know what you think in the comments down below. Do you think Kattar wins by decision like we do, or do you think maybe he gets the finish? Do you think we're underestimating Josh Emmett and his power? Do you think he gets the finish? Let us know. And yeah, it's gonna be a great night of fights. It's a 6-fight main event card, pretty large for a fight night, but it's a lot of great fights on there, a lot of great matchups. Tune in for the prelims, early prelims, man. There's a lot of good fighters on that card. Don't forget to tune in. It's going to be a great night of fights. And we'll see you next week for Sarukian versus Gamera. Another banger, bruh. A different type of banger, but a banger nonetheless. So we'll see you next week.
Yep.